everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Peruse, episode number 111. We are back, boys and girls, from our imminent hiatus, which lasted about a week, and now we're back. All right, and now for something completely different. If you guys don't know that reference, Monty Python, Flying Circus. Swear to God, kids, know your comedy. Know your comedy, because the world is hilarious. Right? The world is fucking hilarious because you got all these woke motherfuckers out here saying stupid shit, doing stupid things, like usual. You know, that's never new. But the subject's always different, right? Or they regurgitated themselves, and it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here, folks? Instagram, a couple days ago, was part of a hoax privacy alert scam, which pretty much means all the woke folks on the internet figured that they are gonna put their lawyer hats on and figure out how to read, you know, contracts and fucking agreement clauses and all that shit. And they figure, oh, the Instagram is gonna steal our accounts, take all our pictures, and use them against our will. Like, dude, hold on. You understand that Instagram is a public social media platform, which is pretty much your life in the World Wide Web. Like, what the fuck? What are you fucking bitching about privacy for? You're basically showing your ass off to the entire world, and then you bitch about fucking privacy? Shut the fuck up. My God. Oh, they're gonna use our pictures against us. Dude. Who the fuck cares? Nobody gives a fuck about your ugly ass face. Sorry, kids. Yeah, they might use your ass and tits on a fucking magazine without paying you. But good God, folks. Really? Really? That's what the fuck we're gonna complain about? That's what the fuck we're gonna get hoaxed into? And again, it's a hoax! That's the best part about all this shit. It's a fucking hoax. Because, yeah, the reality of that situation is that you have legally fucking agreed, not implicitly, explicitly agreed when installing the application and agreeing to the terms and clauses. Just, fuck. Like, we wasted our lawyer brains, quote unquote woke lawyer brains, on this shit when there's another fucking bullshit on the internet going on all throughout this week, boys and girls. That's right. You know I'm gonna talk about it. You know I'm a fat fucking nerd. I gotta talk about it. Sony, Disney, and Spider-Man. Okay, we gotta talk about this. Boys and girls, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret right now, okay? There is no good guy or bad guy in this situation. There's really not. There's, like, nobody's good. Nobody's good. No one's really right either. Like, everybody just kind of fucked themselves over. This is a lose-lose situation for both Sony and Disney. Now, Sony fanboys / Disney fanboys will have two differing things to say about the respective, you know, opposing company. I'm here to be in the fucking middle and tell you, the only fucking person or entity you should be feeling sorry for is Tom Holland. That's really it. Because everything else. Let me break this down. Based on what I've read. Based on the facts that I've read so far. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert. I'm just laying out common sense here, okay? So, during a contract negotiation between Disney and Sony, essentially Disney wanted 50-50 split on the profit, gross total profit, whatever the fuck it is, on any of the movie production that Disney and Sony links up with, i.e. Far From Home, you know, Homecoming, any of those cats, you know, that required both studios or both companies. Because the way the structure worked beforehand was 5% was kicked out to Disney, and I believe they retained all merchandising rights. All merchandising rights. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but people still buy toys. Children still like toys. Merchandising still makes a shit ton of money, okay? I actually don't know the numbers behind it, to be honest, but I would imagine merchandising based on just the amount of fucking fans that you have, that you've created within these last 11 years with the MCU. You're going to make that shit right back with merchandising generally. But you want a 50-50. And Sony said no. Sony said absolutely not. Because A, they don't want to split the profits like that. And B, they feel confident enough within their own studio that they can produce a quality Spider-Man, Spider-Verse movie to please audiences everywhere. Now, I kind of find this very arrogant on Sony's part. But there's one aspect that people don't really, people may overlook. Not talk about, not talk about, but just may overlook. That Sony wanted a heavier Kevin Feige involvement within their projects for the, Sony MCU production, films. But right now, with all the intellectual properties, franchises, or whatever you want to call them, movies that the MCU/Disney is, proposing and releasing, and including the TV series, Kevin Feige has spread really thin in terms of what kind of work he has to do, the logistics of getting everything done within a 3-5 year span, essentially. And so Disney doesn't want to relinquish that kind of power and give that creative control, creativity, the brains of this whole MCU thing to Sony, who's essentially going to nitpick his brain to create a damn good product in a Spider-Man movie. I mean, the last two Spider-Man movies were fantastic. Homecoming was a refreshing reboot, rebrand, and a really what felt like potentially the soul of Phase 3. Kind of turns out it was. It really was. Because you cap it off with Far From Home, which I thought was a pretty fantastic sequel. Not as good as Homecoming, but still a pretty serviceable sequel with a lot of questions that may not be answered because of this little divorce, really. Hey, boys and girls, at the end of the day, I'm pissed. I love Spider-Man. I'm pissed. Right now, I could blame Sony all day for, not settling at 50-50, short-sightedly thinking that Morbius will work for them and they could cap off a Spider-Verse from there, and thinking Venom was a decent enough movie that they can just move forward, but that's super short-sighted. That's very arrogant, and I don't care for it. But I'm not going to be on Disney's fucking dick either and say they're in the right here. They wanted too much. You wanted 50-50. You're goddamn Disney. You have all these other fucking intellectual properties and franchises that you can fucking milk money off of, yet you got greedy on that negotiation aspect. You could have relinquished a little bit of production power to let Feige go to help out Sony developing a decent fucking Spider-Man movie, a third decent Spider-Man movie, which we've never had before. So to me, boys and girls, it's very simple. Everyone's at fault. Both parties are at fault. The only innocent person in all of this, as I've said, is Tom Holland. The Spider-Man we've all deserved and needed for years. And now he's gone. Potentially he's gone. I say potentially because you never know what's going to happen with these negotiations in the near future. And you never know what's going to happen with movies in terms of how they do in the box office. What are you doing? What the fuck? Why is my honker not working? Dude, what are you doing? You're going at fucking 35, you little fucking cuntbag. Can you fucking go a little bit faster? There's a huge ass fucking gap, you stupid ass cunt. Oh, thank you so much for fucking taking a goddamn right, you dumb fuck. Oh my fucking god, dude. Are you goddamn kidding me, you dumb fuck? And you're a Lyft driver. And you're a goddamn Lyft driver. You fucking shithead. Go fuck yourself. Holy fuck. This is what I imagine Tom Holland is blurting out to both executives, to both studios, like, fuck both of you. Fuck the both of you. You fucked me over. Unbelievable, man. It's really unbelievable. But at the same time, it is believable. And again, like I said, it's a potential for ratification or change, because that's how contracts work. You could fucking rearrange it and shit, and that's what negotiations are for. That's what lawyers are for. Like, what the fuck? People are freaking out right now, but the reality is we don't know what could happen, right? We don't know. Like I said, like, Morbius could, like, my buddy and I talked about this, my brother Alex and I, he pretty much laid out a theory to me, and I thought about it. I thought, wow, that could actually work. Morbius goes, in theaters and bombs. Absolutely bombs. Then you can see a potential situation where Sony is essentially begging Marvel to take them back, which probably will happen. But at the current moment, we have two beautiful Spider-Man movies in the MCU, with its future nixed at the moment. But again, we don't know. I truly think there's a little bit of leeway in the near future for some sort of change. I don't know if it's gonna be favorable for everybody or for just one party. Who the fuck knows? But just know, kids, don't play one side or the other. Both fucking companies essentially fucked everybody over. That's what I always think. That's what I've been thinking the last few days. I've had to mull this over for a couple of days. I was actually planning on doing a cruise peruse yesterday to talk about the Sony deal, Disney deal. But I wanted a day or two to mull it over, process it, think about it. And really, initially I was on the same kind of bandwagon of just blaming on Sony and saying, you guys are fucking idiots. But to me, they're both morons. They both fucked it up, Disney and Sony. So, congratulations, guys. You ruined a beautiful Spider-Man because, good God, you fuckers couldn't decide on money. Jesus fucking Christ. Just pisses me off. Man. Short-sightedness, hype, bullshit. You just fuck it all up. And boys and girls, it's not just the movies that it happens. Sports ball too. And a failed venture will now be born again. Rebirth of the XFL. The XFL! Oh God, Vince McMahon. What are you doing? So the 8 teams were announced yesterday. Houston, Dallas, Seattle, Los Angeles, St. Louis, DC, New York. God, I'm forgetting something. And quite frankly, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Unless I'm going to Seattle or LA or wherever, wherever those teams are and the tickets are dirt cheap, I'm not going to fucking actively try to go. Well, actually, unless Johnny Manziel's playing. just to see that guy. I don't know, is it Schadenfreude to see a faltered career go a little worse? Yeah, that's a little fucked up. That is a little fucked up. But so is the XFL. They fucked it up the first time. They're going to do it again. Did you see what happened to the AAF just a couple of months ago? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. I mean, hopefully, Vince has a plan this time and could, retain the series or the XFL for at least 2 seasons. But probably what's most likely going to happen, viewer ratings are going to dip by week 2 and everyone's most likely going to lose interest. That's what happens. But again, you don't know. You never know. I just said this shit about fucking Sony. You never know. You never fucking know. You just don't. Which is great. Because if we fucking knew everything that was going to happen, good God, life would be boring as shit. It really would be. Well, kids, it's a good time. It's a good fucking time. Let's Just breathe. Just breathe it out. We talked about a lot of things here right now. That Sony shit got me real rifled up. Real riled up. Riled up. Jesus fucking Christ. Can't say my words today. Why is that? It's not even that I'm tired. My brain's a little scrambled right now. Just got out from the gym, feeling a little refreshed. Oh, God, dude. You know those gym divas? And when I say gym divas, I'm talking about those fucking people who have to look at the camera, like, have to look not just at the fucking camera, at the fucking mirror. You know, not even when they're working out, just to admire themselves. And just the most animalistic, loudest, obnoxious grunts. And you do probably one set of one bullshit, and then the rest of the fucking workout you're talking. That's why I call a gym diva. You're just there to fucking flaunt your feathers. You know, be loud as shit and leave. Like, fuck you. And you know what? It's not just guys. It's women too. Yeah, that's right, boys and girls. I'm an equal opportunity hater. That's right. I'm the fairest motherfucker out there. Because I hate on everybody. And boy, oh boy, ladies. We get it. You got ass, you got tits. And you want to show that shit off. Congratulations. But if you're going to be a fucking cunt and a pretentious loud bitch while you're just on your fucking phone not doing shit, maybe one fucking Kegel workout, go fuck yourself. Go home. Like, what the fuck? Jesus, dude. You know what I call those people? Waste of space. That's really mean. Ah, fuck you. You're probably that fucking cunt then. You're probably that fucking cunt who's interrupting everyone's workout or sitting on a fucking equipment that you're barely using. You're just fucking wasting space and time. God. What are you, the fourth dimension breaking fucking space and time like that, you motherfucker? Fuck you. God damn it. Man, speaking of fourth dimensions, I kind of want to rewatch Interstellar. Why are you talking about Interstellar? Because that's how my brain works. And because it's going all over the place. We all know, boys and girls, while August ends and September approaches, we are that much closer to some NFL football. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da. Oh. That's weird. But yeah, NFL football is going to be back real soon. And man, these preseason games. Glad I'm really not reviewing preseason games anymore like an idiot. Last season, I don't know why. I know why, because I want to fucking get more ingratiated with my team. But reviewing those preseason games are a fucking bore, because you know they're not competitive in terms of what you're actually in for. Like, it doesn't fucking even matter. But still football. Still some semblance of actual football. I mean, God, trying to watch the AAF a couple months back was a nightmare. I remember that shit. So this is real football, and we get it back. It's good times, and we got playing today. I know the Packers and Raiders are playing. Actually, downtown Las Vegas, they're having a watch party because the Raiders are going to be here next year. As you all well know, boys and girls, and obviously, like I've said many times, I'm a diehard Seahawks fan. There's no allegiance switching. There's no fucking bandwagon. There's no goddamn two-team double-dipping bullshit on the Sky Lounge here. We cheer for one team. One team only in each sport. And because of that, what I like to call sports monogamy, you get frustrated. Because cheering for one team is hard. It's fucking hard, okay? Because let me break it down for you dipshits, you cuntbags. who love to just ride that dick, glory hunt your fucking way out, losing a lot and then winning. It's the most satisfying shit. And when you let that fucking win, go beyond and let that culminate to a championship or something, it's even fucking sweeter. Like you saw it with the St. Louis Blues this past season. You saw it with Toronto. Cumulative seasons of losses. Same thing with St. Louis. Within the sports realm, sports dynamics, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Winners and losers will be decided. Because NFL's coming back. I'm excited. Football's here. Football's already been here. And that obviously makes me happy, boys and girls. But in a couple of days, Liverpool versus Arsenal. Oh boy, I'm scared. Scaroused is more like the phrase that we want to use there. But this segment is finally dead. Like Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Sony and MCU. Hey, okay. Inappropriate joke aside, boys and girls, we are here. So I'm going to go ahead and dip out. So follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content.